I really hope I can explain this so that it is understandable, because it is absolutely important to understand what is going on here. What you're looking at there is a split screen. They used to have it on the phones years ago, okay? But now, still yet, they'll even do like a live news feed where they're recording something and it'll have that old-fashioned split screen going on. The 1, 2, 3. The main image in the middle, one on each side, okay? What you need to understand about this is that you have energy in you, and no matter what you think about or see, the electrical vibration in you vibrates out of you in that component. Okay? It really does. You can watch videos on it or even test your own energy and see this. I'm sure you've all seen where they have the black piece of paper on top of a speaker, and different frequencies and sounds will either vibrate out something very beauty filled or something very negative looking. They need this, because what you're looking at there is 3 pieces, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3. Why does that matter? Because 1, 2, and 3 equals 6 in reality. When you have a number 3, that is not just a 3. You have to have a 1 and 2 before that. Okay, that is the reality of a number. That's how this works. That's why 36 is 666. The marking of the forehead. You know, the number of the beast 660 and 6. In this case, this is a marking of the 6. This won't be just on videos that are fake. They don't care what kind of videos it's on. It can be something about the Lord. It can be something good or funny or happy. It doesn't matter. They need you marked with a 6, even though you don't realize it. It's not that the quantity of something is bad, okay? It's the sigil that they have given us is the mark. That's why people are still standing 6 feet ahead or 6 feet apart. Even without the signs there, they're still doing it. They do it here. I've been in other states. They're still doing it. Why? Because their forehead has been marked. Their thoughts are marked with a sigil of a 6. All numbers are no good. 1 through 10 is say 10. Like it or not, this is a fact. The numbers that we use are not the numbers that were used when the Lord was walking around. What you're looking at, 1 through 10, is the letters. They're not numbers, they're letters of Satan's name. That's why 1 through 10, when you add that up, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, go to 10, you will get 55. 55 as written, 5 and 5 is 10. And yes, it's much more complicated than this, but no matter what number you have, no matter how long the number is, it could be a mile. It could be a mile long. Sorry about that interruption. The number you write down could be a mile long. It doesn't matter. You still got it from 10. Say 10. You're only borrowing from that beast. Assist him. Assist him. You're assisting him and you don't know it. This is a fact. It's on the mouth of everyone out there. It's in their heads. Anytime people tell stories, it's always, I was 6 years old, or I had about 6 of these, or it was 6 o'clock, or $600. Watch yourselves even. You've been pushed into this since birth. It's on every film. It's on everything. I don't care if you go back and watch a silent film, it's going to be in there. It's in all the antiquities of books. It's in everything. That sigil that we call a number is the letter of his pathetic name. How could that be? And why would it be important? Now here's the thing. They wouldn't be doing this if it was not working on humanity. That does not mean it's working on you here listening to me right now, but you need to be aware of it. You really need to be aware of it. And energy gathering is real. They need that to be the greatest common factor, the strongest thought component. And it is right now, and it's continually growing. It doesn't matter if you're watching a Christian movie or whatever it is, it will be nothing but littered with sixes. Somehow they'll make sure. Does that mean the Christian movie was bad? Yes and no. Just like The Chosen, they don't mind showing you those kind of shows because the average person is not digging in. They're showing you the topical food for the scripture, but they're doing it in a movie. So yes, they don't mind pushing Jesus apps. They don't mind pushing scriptures. They don't mind doing this and that, all about the Lord. Or even saying they're about and for the Lord, because they know people will not dig in as commanded to do. And if we don't do that, it's not going to be pretty, this outcome, okay? We were commanded to dig, search, seek, knock. And all through the scriptures, he told us, pretty much flat out, if you're just reading this topically, or if you're just listening to me topically, then you're getting nothing. Now, I hope that sinks in, and not into anyone in particular, to everyone, and myself too. You all know the Bible well enough that his disciples would ask him, why do you talk to them like that? They'll never understand you. What did he say? It's not for them. They don't have ears or eyes. They're not digging. They're not searching. They're not knocking. You have to dig. You have to search. You have to knock. And you have to realize that your energy and the marking of the hand and the forehead has been here for a very long time. This is nothing new. But you cannot buy or sell or trade without it. Well, that's been going on for thousands of years. Nothing new under the sun. There really isn't. The only thing that hasn't happened yet is that, the chopping off of your head versus you taking the mark. People have already taken the mark. It's just that they haven't realized that they have. They haven't realized that they say the mark continually. And it's not gotten to the point to where it's literally given to them to where, hey, this is the mark of Satan. You take this number 6, or off with your head. You cannot eat. You cannot do this or that. That hasn't happened yet, but will soon with Musk. I'm quite sure Musk is probably, they're all antichrist. That's the problem, okay? Trump, he's a big component. But see, they're all big components of the antichrist. They are a system, a beast system. But with Elon Musk, okay, initials are very important. Elon Musk. You have an E and an M. You flip that, you have me. Satan's all about me, me, me. And me is 33. You flip that around like they do in their Kabbalah, JOO-ish, black magic garbage, you're going to find that is a 33 as well. And it's hard to tell who is really the main component, but there are a few that are very obvious. We know them by their fruits. And like now, Musk has a new party that he's pushing. It's called the America Party. That equals 130. 130. That's ACO. Or how about AOC? You remember her? I'm telling you, that is something right there going on too, big time. 13 is also an M. The 130 that equals up to, and there's more going on with the numbers. I'll do another video on it, but the straightforward adding of that even is very telling. It's 130, which is an M for the 13. And then you have an A and a C involved with the 1 and 3. So you have MAC, MAC-O, O-MAC, or O-CAM. Yes, you're not done seeing Cam Allah. Just some food for thought. I don't know how much longer I will be doing these videos, to be quite honest. I can sense that the AI thing is really out there now. I don't know that I've watched any news clips anywhere for the last year that weren't AI generated, that people still believe were live events or actual reporters or anything. They're not here, okay, like we think. And since a lot of people haven't recognized this yet, that's troublesome, because that means it's time to smash the phones, okay? Now, I'm not sure when I'm going to do this. I'm sure I will do this. I will let you all know when I do this. But it could be tomorrow. It could be a year from now. My thing is, the only reason I watch any of this garbage is to warn people that they are in harm's way. Harm's way. And to expose evil at all times, because that's what we're commanded to do. Not sometimes, not when we feel like it, not when we're bored. At all times, Christ said to do that. Why? Because you keep your brothers and sisters out of harm's way. Also, digging into the scriptures, we are supposed to do and share that cup of cold water. I want to continually do that. And I want cold water as well. If you have comments, please leave them. I need those comments. I want refreshing too. And thank you when you do that. But, you know, it's very clear that things are not normal. Time has sped up so much for me in some areas that it's ridiculous. I mean, it's blatant. Things are going on. Things are not right. And I know you guys already know this, but that also means we have to have wisdom enough to know when to get out of the way. Now, that's not out of fear. That's wisdom. And that's scripture too. The wise will get out. You know, they will see harm and get out of harm's way. If my dad was here, he wouldn't mind me speaking about him. He can't. He didn't get out of harm's way, okay? He didn't listen to the warnings. He thought everything was fine and he could just sit at the bus stop and the bus would come by and pick him up and everything was fine. We're not here to do that. We're here to continually pray for one another, have deep discernment, and keep giving out these cold cups of water. Now, I'll probably stay on these until, you know, the very last moment that I can, until I see that it's really just too obvious that I don't want the phone on my hand, in the house. I don't want it anywhere. And like I said, it's already at that point. I would absolutely in no way, shape, or form watch anything on the internet if it wasn't for warning brothers and sisters and people who have not come to the Lord yet. Some of us are already feeling the real brunt of this and have been for a while. Those who are not feeling the real brunt of this yet, when you do, you're going to understand real quick that this is, I don't want to say, I don't know what to say there. I don't want to be discouraging, but then again, we have to know when to get out. Okay? You really do. At some point in time, it's going to be, we're not sharing stuff on the phone. We're going to be sharing it on the street or at the store or wherever we can, because, you know, it's written on our hearts. We will be doing it other ways. I'm not saying don't do it anymore at all. I'm saying we have to know when not to use these phones. That's something to think about, because they know the real believers out there are using these phones to try to help and reach others and spread the good word. But you have to know when to get away from this garbage. These phones, there's a reason there's 6 sides to a phone, folks. Your front, your back, left, right, top, and bottom. That's 6-sided. It's in your hand. Mark of the beast in the hand.